Going bowling?
A little bit.
I should have steamed that shirt for you.
That's fine. That's in case I get thirsty. And the reason why it's so big is because I get really thirsty.
Make sure we're muted on both.
Mine's muted. Okay. Yours just has to be muted. Okay, that works. For those who are already here and waiting, welcome. I'm Go Veer, Go Home. Gonna start at about 8 o'clock as per normal. We just usually give it a couple of minutes for people to join and get settled. And also I do a bit of pre-game setup as well. So turning on all my lights. Is there already people in the chat?
Yep. There is Canadian Railroader 11.
Hi, Brian.
There's Dennis Drennan.
Hey, Dennis.
Container Man.
Hey, Ron. Or Roy.
And OVR Trains.
OVR. Lauren, good evening. And we're at, right now, we've got about 5 minutes. So if you need a coffee, anything like that, run. And I will be starting very shortly.
You're getting compliments on your hair. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. It's courtesy of the wife. She did my hair. Also, no Mark this week. Obviously, I'm here by myself. Except I've got my wife here. She's going to be moderating this month, and whenever I mention something here as far as a price and whatnot, she's going to be posting the link to that actual product right into the chat. Steph, what is your username again? It's Make Me Up, isn't it?
Maybe.
If you type something in and then you hit enter, what is the name that shows up beside?
I'm typing. It's just Stephanie Ward.
Oh, okay. So whenever I mention something, the moderator for the live, Stephanie or Steph, she's going to be posting in the chat there for you. So if you have any questions, you can ask her, and then she can direct them to me. Or if she posts a link to something, that's something that you can obviously save and refer to after if you'd like. If you see something or you hear about something that you would like to purchase or pre-order, anything like that. That's what the links are there for, and they're very handy. So she'll be putting the links right beside her name in the chat. What time are we at?
7:57. Now I see why you wanted your cabinet there.
Besides to put stuff in, yeah. Well, that as well. I mean, it's nice to have it there, and it's convenient because it's right beside everything. So.
That CP rail is looking sharp.
Right?
Color's nice.
Action red is what they call it. Action red.
You need one of those microphones.
A lapel?
No. Can't remember what it's called.
A lapel?
No.
Does it go on your lapel?
No.
Oh. A boom mic?
No. I'll find it for you after.
Fine. I'll try to talk loudly during the actual presentation, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, you're very quiet, so.
Sorry.
Who's Canadian Railroader again?
Canadian Railroader 11?
Yep.
That's Brian.
Brian is saying that is a very nice looking CP locomotive.
Oh, thank you, Brian. This is the Bowser, because we're doing the Bowser show, SD40-2F. So it's a nice one.
Who is my Outdoor Odyssey?
Outdoor Odyssey. That is. Hold on.
Well, they say, sup, Chris?
Yo.
Good evening. John Woodluck is here.
Hang on.
Oh, Tim.
I'm going to start with a T. As you can tell, I'm quite flustered because I've got all this. So.
He doesn't have a list for me, so I have to.
Oh, a list of.
Okay, yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, you probably know him by this username. He put in his also known as.
AKA?
Yeah, NSM or NS
Modeler Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Tim. It's 8 o'clock though. It's 8 o'clock.
I'm new here.
You're new. It's your first day. It's not your first day. This is the second time you've, I'm going to say co-host, although you're not in front of the camera. You're behind the camera. But you're on the message board, which is cool. So welcome, everybody. This is number 7 of the GVO After Dark. This is the Bowser special. What makes it special? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. But just want to go over a few things first, and we'll be good. Obviously, like I just said, just in case people are tuning in now, because I normally start at 8. Mark is not here this week, so Mark is out of town. Let's go raid his place for all his trains. Just kidding. Don't do that. But I'm thinking about it. He's got a lot of LRC cars. Instead, we've got my wife, Stephanie. She's going to be the moderator for tonight. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can direct them towards her, and she can shout at me just like she has been. So in this episode, we have the Bowser special. So we've got a nice selection of Bowsers to take a look at and take a listen to. Going to talk a bit about them, and we'll also be able to post the links where you can pick up some of these or ones like them right from Otter Valley, which is our sponsor this month. Shout out to Lauren. Thank you for the years of support with the model railroading and all the great prices. Anytime we're posting today for Otter Valley or we're posting a price, we're doing the Otter Valley price to make sure that you guys do get the best price. And if you have not signed up for their newsletter, I suggest to do so. That way you are notified right away when they get new product in, and you get to see wide selection and best price. So that's OVRtrains.com, and let OVR save you money. I know they've saved me money, and my wife is quite happy about that. So
getting lots of love on the CP rail.
Yeah, everyone's feeling the CP.
So we've got a question. What is the estimated arrival date of the CMQ barns?
The next run of, well, because there's going to be more SD40s and there are going to be more red barns. I heard through the grapevine, I try to give you guys the most accurate information, but I'm hearing July, August. Now, obviously, if you guys have ever waited for something from any manufacturer, they always say, well, it's going to be this month, and then it could be a month later, it could be 2 months later.
Lauren's saying about like September is the rumor.
Yeah. Oh, so September-ish then. But yeah, there's going to be more. But this is going to be like a flashback, right? Because these are some of the greatest hits here, some that I've really enjoyed. But I'm going to talk about some news first, some important stuff. Of course, I always have my news stories. And next month, I want everybody to pay attention to this one because Rapido has a dealer open house. Okay, now they're doing 2. They're doing one in the US, which is going to be June 3rd. And then they're doing another one at the Rapido headquarters in Markham, and that's going to be June 24th. Now, they're said to be releasing a lot of new product. I don't know if they're going to be doing all the US releases in the US and then all the Canadian releases in Canada, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do the opposite, right? I mean, that doesn't make sense. It's kind of like with the switchers that they did. They released all the information for the Canadian runs, like the CN, CP, and all that. They did that here. So maybe they'll be doing all the US releases on the 3rd, and then they're going to do all the Canadian ones on the 24th. However, they're going to be live on Facebook, so definitely take a look and watch for that live video. And I'll be there on the 24th with Otter Valley, and I'm going to do a Facebook Live as well. And you can watch for that. And then 3 days later, after the 24th, the open house on the 24th, we'll be live here for GVO After Dark number 8, where we're going to talk everything Rapido. Dare I say a Rapido show. but we'll have lots to talk about. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys get excited for all the new releases.
Tim is saying that his girls and his fiance say hi, so shout them out.
Shout out to Tim and the fam. He's got 2 little girls. They are adorable. And oh, I had a brain fart. Darn. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you everybody for watching. I didn't think when I started this a couple months ago, January, December-ish, that I would still be doing this. I thought it was kind of a one-trick pony, if you will. But I've had a lot of support over these past months, and I really appreciate it. So thank you everybody for watching.
Chris Hedrick is here.
Hey Chris, how's it going? And obviously at any time, if you guys have any questions, instead of me rambling your ear off, feel free to ask questions, and I will definitely do my best to get you all the answers. And if not, I will message you back when I do get, obviously, the answers for it. We've got another news story for you. This one's a little different. Go Transit, surprise, surprise. They're to add 12 new fare inspectors by June 1st. They're enforcing a zero tolerance on fare evasion. Apparently every year they lose upwards of $15 million on people skipping out on paying their fare. So, why not just pay it and, take a ride, right? Apparently the fine that you could get charged is about $100, and there's no increase if you're a multiple time offender. But, $6 to $10 for a fare or $100. I mean, it's totally your call, but I'd stick with the lower cost. Keep it honest, right? We've got a few announcements this month. A new product that's coming out. Some stuff that really caught my eye anyways. We've got a Walther's Twin City Hiawatha train set, which is really awesome. There's 2 different ones. There's a 1953 10-car set, and that's the orange and maroon colored cars. And this deluxe set also comes with 160 little passengers already in it for you, which I think is an awesome detail.
No links yet?
No, not for that.
Okay,
no, because it's an announcement, so
perfect.
No links yet. Sorry.
Make sure I'm not missing anything.
Nope, all the announcements are just announcements. I'll give you the MSRP though. MSRP is $1,230 for the 10-car set, and then we've got a 1960s 9-car set that has the yellow and gray paint scheme to it, and that comes with 150 figures, obviously because one less car, and you're looking at an MSRP of $1,105. You'll be able to get the FP7 matching locomotives. There's a AB set with the DCC and sound available for both schemes. So obviously check your local hobby store if you want to pre-order one of those. I'm not sure when those are out though, but that's real exciting nonetheless because they look really good. So, and Walther's, I mean, I love their passenger cars. I have some of the VIA ones, and they roll really well. So, Athearn has new Kenworth trucks. They're available in CN, BN, UP, an orange black, and a green and gold. And when I say a truck, I mean, like a little 18-wheeler truck. It doesn't come with the back to it, just the cab part. And if you do model a lot of CN or Greater Toronto area, the CN one might be right up your alley. It's the one that has the black and then the red with the white through it. Looks really sharp. And those are MSRP for about $32 Canadian. And they're also their HO scale. I've got an N scale. I know most of my guys are HO that are on here, but for my N scalers, we've got some micro trains, N scale 60-foot high cube box cars that come in a 3-pack. These MSRP for about $160. And you can look for CN, CSX, and then there's 2 versions of TTX that will be available, and they refabricated some new 36-inch wheels that are brand new for this particular model, so check those out. Another N-scale announcement for you. We've got rebuilt well cars. We've got TTX forward thinking, TTX in an early scheme, and NOKL. MSRP for those are $43 Canadian. Again, that's about MSRP. So, and I'm not sure if you guys check out other videos on YouTube. I'm sure you do. But if you do follow Walthers, then you would have seen the video that they posted for prefabricated bench work that they are actually putting out now. So if anybody is having that tough decision as to, well, I can't really do a layup, I don't want to do it, I don't know. Well, hopefully Walthers with their prefabricated bench work will help you out greatly, because a lot of people get stuck on something like bench work. Whether you're not allowed to have power tools where you live or you don't have the space, these, I think they're about 4 feet by 4 feet, and you can obviously you build them and then you can attach them modularly. And then the only thing it doesn't come with is the plywood top, or however you want to do it, Hermosa tote, whatever. So you just put that right on top, and then you can add your track, and away you go, and you've got your bench work. And it's all pre-cut, pre-measured. It really does everything for you. So that would be something interesting to see if anybody does a video on it and whatnot. I'm really interested to see how that turns out. Now, new in store. This is where I'm going to get Steph to actually post some links for you in the comments section. I hope everybody's doing good, by the way, and everybody's enjoying the show. So we're going to start off new in store this past month. It's a big one, the FP7s by Rapido. Basically, I can't even count how many there are. At least 3 ONRs. Okay, we've got a couple of CPs. We've got a Montreal commuter, which is a really sharp silver and bluish purple. Some say blue, some say purple. I'm not too sure. No VIA yet. There's going to be a good 2 or 3 months before VIA actually hits the stores, unfortunately, which is very odd for Rapido, because you would have thought Jason would have needed like 20 of those by now. So I guess he'll have to wait. We'll all have to wait. But the ONRs look pretty crazy, so I'm pretty happy about that. And what we're looking at, if you want a DCC ready model, so DC, but you can add your own decoder, you're looking at $211.99. And if you want one that's DCC and sound, you're looking at $304.99, which obviously comes with sound already built in. Also, new in store is a Walthers HO scale 53-foot Thrall smooth side gondolas. These go for $29.99 each. They're available in Conrail, Denver, and Rio Grande Western, and Milwaukee. There's also a number of numbers available to you there, but we're just going to post one just for now. I always tend to pick my favorite, obviously. It's biased, but you know, at least I can do that and give you my input as to what I like. What's up?
Does Bowser make N-scale trains? Tim would like to know.
I haven't seen any Bowser in N-scale. The closest thing to, see, now even Rapido, they had a -8 that they were supposed to be doing in N-scale as well, but
Lauren's saying no.
Do they? I haven't noticed any, unfortunately, but
well, because like that's not your.
No, it's not. It's not normally one that I would do. But if you check the Otter Valley website, there is a whole N-scale section there where if you click on N-scale, it gives you the breakdown for locomotives, freight cars, and other accessories and whatnot as well. But I feel like I should have had an N-scale Bowser here. Yeah. I know Tim does the N-scale a lot, so he's probably like the only N scaler that actually watches me. So, but either way, we've got also available in store now Athearn Thrall high side coal gondolas. Enough with the gondolas. Just kidding. They're a 3-pack for $94.99, and the different names you can choose from are Herzog, MWCX, Midwest, and RJ Corman. So lots of really cool looking gondolas, and these ones are a little bit higher than your low gondolas, right? And they're specifically for coal, so I can imagine you wanting to do like a massive coal load in there. That'd be neat. And soon, it hasn't hit the store yet, but they just arrived at Rapido the other day, the first shipment of Royal Hudsons. Now, there should be still some available for pre-order. It's not too late, but I'm thinking either by the end, well, tomorrow's Friday, so if they're not there tomorrow, then they'll probably be there next week, in a couple of weeks, either or, depending on how long it will take for Rapido to ship those out. But they are at HQ, so watch for those. Next is an update on my contest that I had talked to you guys about last month. I've had a lot of people that reached out and they wanted to take the survey. And if you want to still join, there's still time, because I'm going to extend it to May 31st, which is tomorrow. I'm going to extend it till tomorrow at midnight. So after midnight tomorrow, I won't accept any more entries. If you do want to join still, all you got to do, Steph is going to post my email there into the chat. Send me an email.
Hi, Greg. Greg, say hi.
Greg says hi.
Oh wait, did you go over the Royal Hudson?
Go over the Royal Hudson?
Should I?
I don't have all the details on it, so I didn't want to.
So no link?
There is a link there.
Should I post it?
Yeah, you can post a link. I think the link will allow you to pre-order it still. It should.
John is asking about the status on the Rapido B36-7s.
Still haven't heard anything about those.
Nothing yet?
No. I don't have any info on it. Sorry. There's we'll come back to that in a moment, but as far as the contest, if you still want to join, you want to take the survey and you want to send it back to me, and I can enter you into the contest, all you got to do is grab the email that my wife is going to post in the link there. Send me an email saying that you want to be part of the contest. After the show, I will quickly send you a copy of the survey that you can fill out and send back. And at that point, you'll be entered into the contest, which will probably do the draw for the contest on the next show, which will be June 27th. Now, as far as the Rapido live show, now I went last year, and they did have a model of the Royal Hudson. They did have the RS 11 and 18, and they also had the coach cars. They had a Dash 8 and N scale, but so far we haven't really seen too much else from them. I haven't really heard anything about the Dash 8 coming out anytime soon, and it's already been a year. I know that the containers and the well cars that they're going to be putting out should be here within the next couple of months. I'm not too sure. And I know that they've already started painting the Via and the CNs, and they're still in China right now in the paint shop for the Tempos, because I know the Tempos, a lot of people are requesting those, but still not too much on them and when they will be here. So hopefully soon. Give or take a couple of months, because it does usually take about 3 or 4 weeks once they leave the factory to make it all the way over here. It didn't take long for the Royal Hudsons, the first shipment of Royal Hudsons, to get here, but who knows? It's always different, right? And So that was the contest update. You already posted the link, right? Steph? She fell asleep.
No, your email?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted your email for the contest.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so in other news, what? Oh man, it's been pretty crazy this past week because I'm on vacation all week. All my wife and my two boys have been sick all week, and they're getting better, of course, but it's been one of those kind of weeks. I've been busy working on the layout, obviously. I have another video that I'll be posting either tomorrow or Friday, just another update video. I hope you guys like the new format that I'm using since the last video that I posted. My computer is a little out of date, so I had to kind of work around that, and I'm trying to enhance visuals and whatnot just to make it a better experience for you guys as well. So it's not just the lives, it's the extra stuff that I like to improve on as well. The wall in the back is basically fixed there. No more floods, so I'm going to be continuing on with the layout. And I know that I already showed some of that in the video, but there's going to be more in the next one where I can show more work that I've done. I've got a new display case, obviously, standing behind me here. And thanks to the wife. It's a very, very early Father's Day present. No, I am not her father, but it was from the boys, technically.
From the boys, not me.
Because they've got full-time jobs and they can pay for things.
Oh, I put them to work.
Yeah, oh, okay. And the cat as well. So the cat pitched in and got me a display case. And it's very shiny. And I get to put all my fancy locomotives in it, which is really neat. I had a lot of questions after I posted. Where did you get it? Where did you get it? IKEA. IKEA has everything. I could build a house with IKEA. And basically, with the lights and the actual, I guess, glass shelfness of it, it was just about $100. So I totally got the idea from Otter Valley, by the way. Lauren, if you're watching, there was so much envy with that glass showcase walking past that when entering Otter Valley. I wanted that same kind of feeling down here. I know I only have one compared to like the 12 or 15 that you have, but I've got a whole wall here that, I can get rid of this couch and add a whole row. How
dare you?
I'm just kidding. But I can at least fit one more beside it. So who knows? I just got to fill it all. Also, this picture right here, that's right up above me here. It's really nice. I had ordered it off eBay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to let you guys have a nice closer look. There we go.
I think Greg spotted that earlier, and he was commenting on it.
Yeah, because actually, the same time that he had mentioned it to me, he was saying that he was looking at them as well, and they don't have VR Go Transit, but they did have an O&R, and they didn't have a lot left, so I scooped it up.
Because he's a terrible influence.
He is a terrible influence. He's a great guy, but a terrible influence. Basically, it only cost me like $10 for the actual picture, and then obviously shipping was like 20. But who cares? It came from California, I think. So, did you put the link? There is a link for it. The eBay person.
Oh, I can do that right now.
Yep. So the eBay person that I bought it from is East_Hamlet_JCT. And if you take a look, he's got a whole bunch of different pictures. Obviously, I had to get Ontario Northland, but they have a whole bunch of other ones. You might see one that you really like. Spruce up your train room. Don't leave the walls bare, and give everyone something to look at, right? But I needed some decoration hardcore, so I grabbed a photo, and I've got a couple other photos that I still have to hang, but that literally arrived like 5 hours ago. I framed it again. IKEA frame, $5. What happened?
It's a good timing.
Right. But yeah, IKEA, $5 for a picture frame. Yeah, it's gonna go up on the wall.
And Brian says you can have, he's Canadian Railroader 11, right?
Yeah.
A full display case of CP.
Soon. Hopefully. But
And Creative Rails is on.
Creative Rails, Boxcar Benny. What's going on, Ben? Anyone else? Is there other people?
Not in the chat as of.
No? They're just watching. Now, today is Thursday, obviously, if you didn't look at your calendar today. But this Saturday and Sunday, it's going to actually be the Arm Prior train show. Arm Prior is probably about 45 minutes outside of Ottawa. It's a little hop, skip, and a jump for me. The HO-Track guys, or HO-Track guys, are going to be there. I'll be there. Hopefully M&M Rails is going to be there. He said he might go. You might be able to make it. I'm sure you will be. And we're going to film some stuff. We're going to take a look, see what they have to offer, and of course, take a look at all the displays, and we'll be able to film some stuff and whatnot. So take a look for some videos from either him or myself in regards to the Arm Prior train show. It'll be posted, obviously, like next week. Also, I think SMT Mainline might actually go as well, which would be neat because I haven't met him in person. So, Jerry? Hey, Jerry. Okay.
Ferguson.
Let's see. All right. Actually, we were talking about Greg. Greg was very kind. I'm going to give Greg a shout out here because he actually, I got a surprise package as I normally do. I got a surprise package in the mail about was it a week or two ago? And I opened it up and it had this gem in it. Now, he said he had two, so he did a solid and he passed one on to me. And basically it has a whole bunch of crazy photos that like all the history of ONR in one neat little package, all the different road names, well, not road names, but different color schemes that they had, different types of rolling stock that they had. There's even a part here where it shows a GP40-2 GO Transit locomotive pulling some freight, believe it or not. I think I have it. Yeah, it's pulling it. Well, I was pulling a passenger car and a caboose. Oh, no, it's pulling some box cars. So that's really neat. And I want to thank Greg F, for sending me the book, and I really appreciate it. Thanks again, buddy. Steph?
Bubs031 is asking what number is on the red barn.
It is 9015. So red barn 9015 in the action red, which we're going to get into now, because why not? So it being the Bowser special month, right? I wanted to put together a couple of different locomotives. Yes, I know they're both Ontario Northland, but there was such a vast variety of these locomotives that were put out. Just the amount, not just the road numbers, but road names. There was like 50 different CP ones. Maybe 50 is a stretch, but it seems that way. They definitely did every ONR scheme, the green and gold. This one, they did one of these as well, which I don't have. And this was a special edition that was done for the North Bay Museum, which is where Ontario Northland is, of course. And these are just the GP40-2, but this is the GP40-2F. A little bit different. This one's really nice, by the way. This one, there wasn't as many schemes done in this one. There was the Action Red, which is the one I got. And then there was the dual flag. And there's a Banner and Aristook, CM and Q in a blue-gray, CM and Q in a red color. And yeah, and they, for these ones here, let me say that there was 4 ONRs. There was a BC Rail, Algaloma Central, First Union, XCP City of Buffalo, Quebec, North Shore, and Labrador. There was a dual flag done just like the 2F there. And there was also some CN ex Ontario Hydro, which is really neat as well. Now, as for the CP, just the F40 in the CP, they had CP Expressway. There was one with no multi-mark. There was one with a large or a small multi-mark, which is that little Pac-Man thing that you see on the side there. The block lettering, which is kind of like that. There's one with the Gold Beaver, the St. Lawrence and Hudson. And then, of course, Otter Valley also did one with the Gold Beaver, which was a St. Lawrence and Hudson as well. Yeah, and now these ones basically, if you can find, well, I mean, you won't be able to find these ones, but for the CP ones, because I know Otter Valley still has some, especially with the Gold Beaver, if you're looking for any of those, they go for $192.99, and that's Canadian. That's just DC DCC ready. And if you want one with DCC lock sound, you're looking at $289.99 each. And if you're looking for one of these, they're $194.99 for a DC and DC DCC ready. I have to get used to saying that. And if you're looking for DCC and sound, we're looking at $279.99 for one of these. And these come with full throttle as well. So this lock sound full throttle. So what we'll do, we'll start with the Ontario Northland one here. I'm going to do a startup for you. And let's see if we can get some power here. Okay. I wonder if the power is even. Makes me think, is the power even on? Let's see. I feel like the power isn't even on it. So you have to give me a moment. Oh, that's why. Duh. The cord, or the, there we go, come on. Let's see if that works. So you can really hear the engine. It starts up and then it revs. And then, of course, it has different sounds as well. Now, F6, going to be your ditch lights. Because this is a later model, it does have the ditch lights. But if you go to some of the earlier Ontario Northland or other earlier schemes, they do not have the ditch light. So it's very specific to the paint scheme and the era that it came out in. Also, it does have the classification lights at the top. I don't know if you can see those. It's white, green, and red, which is really nice for these. And then we'll do the shutdown as well. So a lot of cool features that you'll have with this one. Things like there is a brass bell, brass bell and bracket, and then the horn as well will be brass. It does have air hoses, MU hoses. There is a full interior to that cab there. And of course, metal grab irons that have been applied separately. You've got your still plastic handrails, but they seem very sturdy. I've never had any problems. And of course, the packaging that they come in, they're literally screwed to the base of the package, so they don't move around at all. They're really nice in that respect. They really take the time to actually package their product properly, because when it's being shipped from China and whatnot, packages, they move around a lot. If they're on the ship, they're moving around a lot. So you want to make sure that when you're receiving a product, it is packaged properly. Now we'll take a look at the 2F. This is the one that a lot of people have been making a lot of googly eyes over, if you will. Now I need to say, out of all these, whether you get an SD40 or the Red Barn, as they're obviously known for, basically I've never heard anything bad about them. Whether they came in with something bad, or they don't work, or the lights don't work, nothing. This is a part of the reason why I'm doing a special show for Bowser. This is like paying a homage to the fact that they actually took the time to get a model right. And they put a lot of effort into these, and obviously it shows with the work that they did. And they came out amazing. Now, obviously this one here, the Red Barn, you've got the safety striping on the side. That was one of the things that actually caught my eye with this one, because there's another one, and the stripes are a little bit finer, but this one here, it just looked really, really solid with the thicker stripes to it. And of course, obviously you've got your safety striping on the front, all the little grab irons and whatnot. And of course, there's little tidbits on top, the little rings, what are they called? The lift rings. And you've got a horn over here as well on this side. Yeah. Steph?
Who's Bubzo 3-1?
Yeah. What?
Oh, well, he just said they need the wheels cleaned when you take it out of the package.
Yeah.
Because the wheels are black when he got his first 2 runs.
I don't really. It's because I haven't really run this one yet, so I haven't really. Let's see.
Maybe it's just a good idea to check.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good idea to check. Also, because obviously if you have one, then you notice the chain actually hanging right along the sides at the back there. I thought that was a really nice detail. So we'll go ahead and we'll start this one up here. Let's see. So we'll go loco. I find that this one isn't as loud as these ones here, but that's okay because you can always adjust it later on if you do want it to be louder. It's kind of like when I was surprised with the new F40s that Rapido did. They came in a lot quieter than past runs where you really had to turn it down a little bit. That seems like it's for the space that I'm in, it doesn't seem too loud, but maybe if you're doing a club layout and you really want everyone to hear it, you probably want to turn it up a little bit. Now, hopefully you guys can hear that bell.
That sounds fantastic.
It's a very heavy coupler sound. Nice. Now I have the list with me somewhere. Because I haven't actually had a chance to look over five. Okay. Diesel, encoder. Okay, so this one also has the class lights. It's right on the nose. Again, hopefully you guys can see that. It has the green on right now, but if I go, now they're red and they're off. Now they're white, green, red. Cool. And then F6. So drive hold, independent brake, radiator, dimmer. Crazy there as far as what they offer for sounds are just the basics. Handbrake, sanding valve, compressor, fast spitter valve. There's a switching mode, independent brake, radiator. There's a dimmer, which, oh yeah, there you go, headlights. And the number boards also light up on that as well. So it's, yep. Here we go. Yeah, we'll probably have to clean the wheel on that one. Mind you, this is actually the first time it ran, so. There's also a backup light. This one as well has the grab irons, the separately applied grab irons. There's also the plastic. There's a lot of detail parts to it. And I especially like the see-through fan at the top there. You can literally see the fan inside. Unlike most of these other ones where it's very hard to see because of the black cover, but that has a silver one with a wider etchings to it. And you can definitely see the fan inside that one. Yeah, it probably is the locomotive's wheels because this one didn't stutter at all on there. So it's also probably good to work them in as well, but that one has not seen nearly enough track time like this one has. So it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to, especially if I get a loop going, then I'll be able to start breaking in the locomotives a little bit better, and hopefully being able to actually run some trains on camera, right? All right. Now, is there any questions? What's going on in the chat?
No, I'm kind of reading it as it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I did have an idea, and I'm going to run this by you guys. I know that there's been similar things done in the past, but if you guys are interested, then definitely let me know, because it's something I want to go ahead and I want to set up, which we probably wouldn't start for another couple of months. But I was thinking of doing a build contest. There's something very, very similar going on right now with what is it called? Model Railroad magazine, where they have some top names building just a basic kit and whatnot. They've set the rules and all that. And basically, they're just having a somewhat of a friendly competition to see who can build the most extravagant kit, custom kit out of Walther's box set. So if anybody's interested, let me know and we can set that up. Basically, we all get the same kit, and you have to do a if I can only get the words out, a freestanding structure. There you go. So that means no module, just the building. It can be placed on a table just like this, or part of your layout, either or. And basically, you can't spend more than $50 to upgrade it. So basically, if you have a kit, if you want to get another kit to make it even bigger, like a kit bash, then you can do that, but you can't spend more than $50 on extra parts. And then if you need to add styrene, no matter how much styrene you use, there's no cost for that, but it can't be the same building than what you buy, right? So if you buy a gas station, it can't look like a gas station, but you have to be able to tell that you use that kit. You can't go out and get a totally separate kit and say that was your kit. Yes?
What are some new CP items you would like to get for layout?
Oh, wow. Well, Bowser did actually get, they just released the, what are they called? The wood chip cars. They have them in CP, CN, and there was, actually, I did talk about them, I think it was either last month or a couple of months ago. Basically, Bowser is doing these kits now where you don't have to build them anymore. They come pre-built, basically, because the kits that they used to put out, you would have to put them together, but these ones are pre-built, and they look really nice too. So the wood chip cars, definitely, because I do plan on doing a bit of a wood factory, not factory, but like a lumber mill, paper mill, stuff like that, and it'll be, you know, a nice addition, especially if they have CP markings. So, who was that? Who was that asked that? No, you don't know? Brian. What else do we have? Who's all in the chat right now? I don't have access to the chat. My computer's over there. My wife's over there with the computer. So
I can only see who's like talking at the time, you know.
Chatting at this.
Yeah.
Okay. So lots of interesting links. You posted all the links there for all the
links. All the links are in the comments.
That's perfect. Cool. Yeah. I can't wait to post my new video. I obviously you can see that.
Yeah, Tim's saying you can't wait to see it.
The station is now lit. It's partially, like, half of the actual platform is lit. I don't know if you can see the first light there, but I need to get some extension cables for the actual Woodland Scenics Light Hub cables. So I have to get a couple of extensions so that they can run, because there's a board right under here, and I have all the little hubs, and there's about 3 or 4 of them, and they're all attached to a blue hub, which basically controls, like, you run all the power to that, and then it distributes all the power to each of the little light hubs, and then you plug all the individual lights into each of those light hubs. And then I've got my little toggle on and off switch, which you can add, and then there is also a power supply that you can get to power it separately. Yes?
Are you wearing a True Lines train shirt?
I am, and after this I'm going golfing. Not I'm
Or
just
bowling.
kidding. Or bowling, yeah. The pin pals, as Mark likes to say.
Are you looking at getting the SD90
Mac.
Yeah.
It's a big, fierce locomotive. Will I get it? I have no idea. There's a lot of locomotives and stuff that are coming out. I think the biggest purchase I'm probably going to make in the near future are all the LRC cars that are coming out in January. I do have to cut back on my purchases a little bit. Family is taking a trip in August, right? Taking the kids to Disney World. So, ooh, Steph, yes. She puts her hand up like she has to ask me a question. But yeah, go ahead, Steph.
Like school, you raise your hand. Tim says that he's wired. Sorry, I'm dying.
Oh, medic.
What's this word? CHINES? LED light to the light hub, and he said it works well.
Say that again. The something.
He said I've wired chimes. I don't know. LED light to the light hub.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, China lights. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was illiterate for a second there, Tim.
Don't mind my wife. She's illiterate. Not joking. And apparently dying of coughing.
Creative Rails also says, "Where did you get that shirt?" No, they got me back.
I can find you one. I can definitely find you one, and I can put you in contact with the right people for that. That was Creative Rails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll message you after, and I'll let you know what you can do to get one, and then you have to let me know how to get one of your shirts, because I still want to get one of your shirts, the on track ones. What does it say on the back? It says something like, just keep something. He'll tell me. But yeah, I want to get one of your shirts. So we'll do a tradie thing. But yeah, it's really nice. And on the back, it's the logo, but it's huge. I did like an unboxing video. I think it was 2-3 weeks ago, and it just showed up at my door randomly. So that was really nice. And I'm a big supporter of obviously True Line, because they've done some really nice models. Hopefully they do come back. This is me being all like, come on, put out another model. But this is the Bowser show. I know I should probably be wearing a Bowser shirt. They don't have them though. So either or, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm just going to wear like a funky shirt each time. It'll be my thing. Just a little different shirt of some sort. But I hope that I was able to cover enough. I should probably cover more, but I mean, these are oldies but goodies. And I mean, if you don't already have one, or if you have owned one, then you know exactly why I'm showing you these, because they are awesome. And if you've never owned one, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, you should go out and get one, because even if you don't get the 2F, they still have a lot of the SD40s, and they're really nice. Detail, durability, and they run really, really well. And lots to choose from, like I said. And even they did the snow shields on these ones, which are very nice as well, because obviously the cold climate and whatnot. I always thought that was a nice touch on the O&R ones. And yeah. Oh man, when you run out of things to say, I got 3 pages of stuff, but when I'm the only one talking, it doesn't go as quick. I don't have Mark bugging me with an LRC joke every 5 minutes. Steph, say something about LRC cars.
They're great.
She's right though. Anyways, But
I don't know
yeah,
what an LRC car is.
light, rapid, comfortable. That's what they are. That's all you need to know. And they're expensive, and I need to buy a bunch. You want to buy me one?
No.
Come on.
I'm taking you to Florida.
Ugh, fine. Whatever.
Tim says, because like he's an N scaler, but you're making him want to get one of those Bowser Dash 8.
You know, I've wanted one of these, the 2Fs, for like a long time. Like long time. As soon as I saw them come out, I was like, wow, right? And I've never heard anybody really complain about them. Like, yeah, you know, it's always good to clean your wheels, break them in, you know, when you first get them and stuff, which is totally normal for any model that you get. I highly recommend it. But overall, they are solid, super solid models. I'm excited for the new run just to see what they come out with next. I know that they're probably going to do, you know, a lot of similar paint schemes, but they're also probably going to do more. I know a majority of the ones that they did do was the CP. Unfortunately, I had all my bases covered with Ontario Northland, and they were the only ones to actually do this particular paint scheme. And I hope when they do their GP38, which they're still going to do, I did hear about that. I don't know when they're going to be able to do it because of the whole fiasco with the warehouse in China and it closing and then them having to find a new factory and whatnot. They're getting back on track, which is great. But I'm really excited for the GP38s that they're going to do because I'm pretty sure they're going to do that paint scheme. I hope. Fingers crossed, because that'd be great.
What's an RDC?
RDC, the buds.
Yeah, because Bubs031 says RDCs all the way.
RDCs, ooh. And they're very era specific. They're really nice. They did a really nice job. But I know I've mentioned it in the past as well, but when I read about the fact that you can't link them together or you can't pull anything with them because it could break the drive shaft or something like that, and they can tell if you did that, and that voids the warranty. I mean, that was kind of scary to me. And you want to do a consist of like 2 or 3 of them, and you better make sure that they're all running at the same speed. But I mean, then they're totally fine too, because Rapido does excellent models. I mean, I've got a bunch of the F40s, and I've owned like at least one of every Rapido model that they've put out. So it seems, anyways. But yeah, no, I was really, really excited for to hear that they're actually doing another run of the SD40s and whatnot. So we're going to look forward to those. And Lauren said that they're going to be here roughly August, September. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully soon, because that'd be great. And then we'll hear more announcements on them eventually. And of course, I'm going to be giving you all the up-to-date information as much as I can every single month. And you're more than welcome to join me. And I really appreciate you coming by again. And well,
close-up view of the bridge.
You want a close-up view of the bridge? Can I even do that? Okay, I'll tell you what. Because it's 8 o'clock, or sorry, it's 9 o'clock, right? Is it 9?
Yeah.
I think it's 9. Oh yeah, in 1 minute it's 9 o'clock. Okay, so we're gonna do a wrap on the show, and I'll do a pan. I'm gonna pan, and that'll be my closing. Okay, because I have to get out of here. I have to squeeze out of here, and then I have to pick up the camera. It's kind of hard because it's on a tripod and it's attached to a laptop. You know, so craziness. But I'll try to do a pan for you guys, and that'll be my outro. Before I go, if anybody has any other questions.
Not seeing it. More just like comments.
By the way, I always go back and I always read the comments and stuff. I might not be able to read them live like this. We try to answer as many questions as we can, but you know, that's just the nature of how I'm doing this. So, but other than that, I want to thank you guys again for coming out and taking the time last Thursday of every month at 8 o'clock p.m. to come watch me talk about trains or watch me and Mark talk about trains.
When's your next giveaway?
The giveaway that I'm doing right now, which is I'm not telling you what the prize is though. If you're wondering, I'm not telling you yet. You have to join the next show. You have to come watch the next show, which is the GVO After Dark number 8, which is next month, the 27th of June. And I will do the giveaway then, and I'll tell you what you win. But it's limited to the people that fill out the survey. So, Steph, if you want to throw my email up one more time, again, if you want to enter the contest that I'm doing, grab that email. It's the kward85 at hotmail.ca. Send me an email real quick. Say, I want to be in the contest. And I will reply to you with a survey. Just take the time to fill out the survey. You have until tomorrow midnight to send that survey back to me. Once you send it back to me and it is in my possession, I will enter you into that contest. Don't worry, you won't receive spam or anything like that. I've already received a number of entries already from like last month, and they're all good. If you have sent me your survey, like if you've sent it back to me, you're entered. Okay, I've got it, and you're good. But yeah, for now, I'm Go Veer, Go Home, and this was GVO After Dark number 7. And I'm just going to do that outro now where I pan my side of the layout. Hopefully I don't break this and everything doesn't fall. Okay, good. And I'll see you next month. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ugh. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
You can do it.
Yeah, I'll try. Okay, here we go. Okay. I don't know. Oh, maybe if I make the... Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll take this right off of here. Haha. And then I've got my Canadian Tire distribution center right over there. That's as close as I can probably get to it. Sorry about that. But and that took 2 bridges to do, by the way. See if I can